Till now, we had been discussing about the single index model. As all of you said, in case of single index model, there are two components which we will be considering. One is the market return, and another one is the specific return of that particular security, individual security, which when it is related to an individual security, as well as the risk component. Again, in risk component also, we would be discussing as the market risk as well as specific security or individual security related risk. So these were the things which we were considering when we were going with the single index model. But since there were only two components which we had to consider, that is risk and return, this method was very simple to compute, very simple to operate. But the drawback of this method is there are many other factors that can affect the price movement of a particular security or a portfolio other than these two factors, other than the market return and the specific return. Right. So we are discussing a multi-index model in this context. Multi-index model is little more sophisticated model, incorporating many more factors when we are going with the security, individual security analysis or portfolio analysis. Right. So we can learn about multi-index model only when we know very clearly what is single index model. So I hope now you understand single index model very clearly. So when we are talking about the multi-index model, there are more factors like, for example, economic factors that might be considered, or political factors. The country's economic condition can be considered. Inflation rate can be considered. Job opportunities can be considered. Recession in the economy. Likewise, as we decide which are the factors which could be more important, which can affect the movement of your security or portfolio, that would be considered in case of multi-index model. That's why I put here, multi-index model tries to identify and incorporate non-market. Maybe it may not be related to the market, stock market directly. Say, for example, the current pandemic, it's not related to stock market at all, but definitely it is having an impact on the stock market performance and naturally to the performance of the individual security, as well as if you have a portfolio, the performance of your portfolio. So those are non-market conditions. Maybe if there was a crop failure, if there was a flood. So there are many known factors that can affect the movement of a particular security that will be considered in case of a multi-index model. And now extra market factors. The extra market factors can be related to a particular industry. Maybe the government is going to ban a particular industry. Now the government has banned all types of Chinese apps and other Chinese, and is planning to ban Chinese products within the country. So automatically that can increase the demand for some other companies who are providing similar products in the Indian market, similar services in the Indian market. And at the same time, that can also affect some industries which are using these Chinese products as their raw materials or as the spare parts. So that measure of the government has two types of impact on the companies within the country. So that is slowly affecting the market also. So that can be something which is never reflected in the factors that are considered in a single index model. So that's why I said multi-index model is a little more sophisticated, incorporating more factors so that security analysis or portfolio analysis can be done in a better way. So it is actually an augmentation. That's why I said it augments the single index model. It's actually an augmentation of the single index model. You are just improving on the drawbacks or the limitations of single index model through multi-index model. And since you are including many factors, many more factors, which can be non-market or which can be extra market factors, the nature of these factors would be the difficulty in arriving at a conclusion, the difficulty in summarizing the conclusion or calculation. So that is the limitation of multi-index model. it can sometimes, when we are considering many more factors into a regression equation, the equation can become complex and confusing and also very difficult to arrive at a conclusion. That is considered to be the limitation of multi-index model. So when I find that there are many more factors that are affecting the stock market movement, that are affecting the particular return of my security, return of my portfolio, I try to incorporate all that. So ultimately, I have to analyze each of these factors and the combined impact. When I'm putting that in a regression equation, I know that I have to analyze the combined impact of all these factors on my particular security or maybe on my portfolio. So that's why our computation becomes a little more complex when we are talking about a multi-index scenario. I have put an example here where you can see that some of the components are very common. Say you can see alpha, we said the return of individual security, that is common. Residual error, the return of the individual security, maybe the extra return which is different from the market, that is very common. E factor, the residual, the error factor, that is also common. Return of the individual security here, but there are three, beta into market return, that is common. We did that over there in our equation, beta coefficient, beta into the beta is a measure of systematic risk into market return, that is common. But what is different here in multi-index model is beta 1 into R1, beta 2 into R2, beta 3 into R3. These are the factors which I am talking about. R1 is one factor, can be the inflation in the country. R2 is another factor, can be the money supply in the, can be government policy in the market. R3 can be another factor as the natural calamity in the market, in the Indian scenario. So likewise, there are three more. So this is actually a multi-index model considering three factors. Apart from our single index definition, there are three factors that would be considered in this multi-index model. So as a summary, what I would like to say is, in multi-index model, we follow the same format of single index model, but we inculcate little more factors to increase the predictability of that existing model. Since we include more factors, the model can become at times very complicated. Right. So that is all about the multi-index model, which is, in summary, it is an extension of the single index model. Right.